Rajim Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Economics for 11th class. Our topic is new economic policy and subtopic is globalization. Dear students, yesterday we are discussing about the privatization and today I am going to deliver my lecture about globalization. First of all, what is meant by globalization? Globalization means integrating the economy. Globalization means integrating the economy of a country with the economics of other countries under the condition of free flow of trade and capital and movements of persons across borders. Now, what are the main components of this globalization? They are number first is increase and equality limit of foreign increase and equity limit of foreign investment. Increase and equity limit of foreign investment. Equity limit of foreign investment has been raised from 40% to 51% and for some sectors to 100%, and 47 high priority industries foreign direct investment to the extent of 100% has been allowed without any restriction and red tapeism. Export trading houses also has been allowed foreign capital investment up to 100% and disregard Foreign Exchange Management Act FEMA has been enforced. In matters of import of spare parts, raw materials and technical known how these foreign capital investment units will be subject to normal rules. And number two is partial convertibility. Partial convertibility. To achieve the objective of the globalization, partial convertibility of Indian rupee was allowed. And 2004, Indian rupees was made fully convertible on current account. It was in conformity with economic reforms. Partial convertibility means to buy or sell foreign currency like dollar or pound sterling. Foreign for foreign transactions at a price determined by the market. This convertibility was valid for the following transactions. Number one, import and export of goods and services, payment of increase or dividend investment, remittance to meet family expenses. It is called partial convertibility because it does not cover capital in transactions. Number three is long term trade policy. In conformity with economic reforms, foreign trade policy was confirmed for long duration with 5 years. Main characteristics of this policy is that it is liberal policy. Under the policy of all restrictions and controls on foreign trade have been removed, open competition has been encouraged, and all facilities have been provided to this end. Barring some specific goods, any other good can be imported or exported. By restricting the number of goods imported or exported by the state agencies, equal opportunities of trade have been provided to all. Another feature of the policy is that administrative controls have been minimized. And number fourth is reduction in trips. In order to render Indian economy beneficial internationally, custom duties and trips imposed on imports and exports are being reduced gradually. Now, dear students, I hope that here economic reforms I will repeat for a bit more. Economic reforms assume that Indian economy should have close link with the world. As a result, there will be unrestricted flow of goods and services, technology and experience among different countries of the world. This will be an increased operation of Indian economy with the different economic across the world. Now, I hope, dear students, this chapter, which is new economic policy and globalization, is the subtopic, has been clear to you. And tomorrow I will come before you with next lecture, with next topic. Assalamu alaikum.